in the house to protect it for yourself, for your children, and for your wife is keeping certain things to yourself. Um, a lot of people won't advocate for that, especially women. Like, no, tell me everything. No, no, no. If you're a smart man, like I think Inaz said, you test those waters early in the relationship, and then you make the ultimate determination about what she can handle because you're just going to be creating problems for yourself. A lot of women suffer from.
Never tell a woman your dark secrets; they will use it against you. I've seen this somewhere else where it's just some things that you just don't tell. Is that true? You guys agree? Men?
Depends on the woman.
Yeah, I agree. It depends on the woman. I feel like I hate that people have gone through that to the point where now like that's why people can't have like those deep connections. But it definitely depends on a woman, and I will hope that who like if people think like that, they should stay and heal themselves before they go trying to be in a relationship with somebody because that's a part of the reason why a lot of folks are having dysfunctional ass relationships. They're not healed from the shit that they've gone through. And if you're looking for a certain outcome from a person that didn't cause you the pain, it's trauma. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but I feel that way, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Um, I think that it depends on what the big dark secret is. I think there are certain things that should be discussed amongst men. And I think there are certain things in order to build trust in a relationship that you work your way to that, right? And men often talk about, testing a woman's reaction when it comes to vulnerability with smaller things. And if she's able to handle that, gradually building their way up to something that may have a little bit more weight. But I think there are things in order to maintain a healthy dynamic, especially if you're looking for a traditional dynamic, that really should stay amongst men. And that goes for women as well. There are certain things that, you should talk to your girlfriends about and not your partner.
Hmm.
Got some on the trigger?
No, I'm trying. I was trying to understand the concept text, but I think Inaz kind of showed me what that was. I can kind of talk about it from a husband's perspective. We talk a lot about men protecting peace, and a large part of that in the house to protect it for yourself, for your children, and for your wife is keeping certain things to yourself. A lot of people won't advocate for that, especially women. Like, no, tell me everything. No, no, no. If you're a smart man, like I think Inaz said, you test those waters early in the relationship, and then you make the ultimate determination about what she can handle because you're just going to be creating problems for yourself. A lot of women suffer from anxiety that they themselves created by the things that they asked for. No, tell me. You can tell me anything. That's a lie. I cannot tell you anything because then you're going to over worry about it. Then I'm going to have to over answer questions about it. Then that you sometimes lead to women taking actions outside of what a man would have done to rectify a situation she shouldn't have known about in the first place. So men have to guard the household in that way by saying, I don't want to, be irresponsible and just think I'm the king and not tell her things, but you definitely have to pick and choose what you tell your wife to keep that peace in the home. Absolutely.
Okay. Uh, Richard Payne, what's going on, sir? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Glad we was able to get that situated.
Yeah, thanks for letting me up. Hey, I'm sorry for you guys suffering through my last super chat. So
no,
but I guess you got it in the end. But just on this topic, I've been married for a long time as well. I told you that before, Jr. Been married for like 35 years, and I think Trigger Mike, what you said was absolutely right. I mean, you got to be cool with what you say to your wife. Some things she doesn't need to know. The important things she does, but you don't want your lady to worry about anything if you can help it, right? I mean, if things that you can solve, that doesn't require her to be part of the problem solving, just solve it. If there's other conversations you have, um, I mean, back on the previous topic, like when my wife has she came from a dual parent household with a mother and father. So she has some innate kind of understanding of what to say to me and when to say it and when not to say it. I mean, she was pretty good at that. I mean, I didn't have to teach her that. It's in there because I know it's in there because she knows all my secrets. And she very, very, very seldom, if ever, throws them back in my face. And I do the same for her. But just on this kind of topic, again, I talk about understanding the spirit of the person that you're with if you allow yourself to really get that close. So one of the things I see with my wife, without even speaking about it, I think she's calm. She's calm because we've talked about that. I said, listen, I'm gonna be your calm, through the chaos, because she used to get these like wrinkles up between her eyes. I said, you don't need those things there. That's why I'm here, So, and I used to talk to her about that at all. But the real truth that I know that my wife is, I'm not going to use the word happy. I'm not going to use the word content. I think she's not afraid of what's coming because when she goes to sleep at night, she's out in like 1 minute. I mean, I envy her because I can't. I'm bouncing around all night long. I mean, she goes to bed. When she goes to bed and lays her head on the pillow, she's out cold. And I said, well, you only can do that if you don't have a lot of worries. Most people can't do that. She does that. And, maybe I shouldn't take credit for it, but I do. I think it's because I'm around, and she don't have to worry about nothing. And I'm not no Superman. I'm just a regular guy who came from a female-dominated household. And it's so funny. I'm really not negative about that, but I knew I had to get the hell out of there when I was 18. I was drowning in female estrogen, man. I became like an A student just to get to college. And all I wanted to do was, one, get laid. And second was be around men. Just be around men. I'm in a fraternity. I just wanted to know how men moved, how men dealt with problems and all that kind of stuff. So that's one of the things off topic, but that's it. What's going on, JR? Everybody's moving around.
What the hell going on? Who was that?
It does.
Hey, who's this?
Who's who?
Somebody said something.
Where's Inaz?
Should be back.
Yeah.
If the same thing happened to her as I don't know what
Okay,
happened
I
to you
thought it
guys.
was my computer, but obviously not.
Yeah, no, it wasn't just you.
Trying to figure out what the hell going on here. I saw y'all start dropping them like, damn.
What's going on?
Like, damn.
I'm like, should I miss the
I ain't
memo?
even seen them.
Boycott. We boycott.
Right.
So don't blame that one on me, man. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, shit, pain. Like, damn, shit, they like what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me go and try to fix this. Fix it back right. But go ahead, Payne. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I know you can't.
No, I mean, I was finished with my little rant there. I mean, I like this topic about solutions and stuff like that. So relationships are, kind of my, I say kind of my thing, but that's only because I've been in one for so long.
Yeah.
And I still talk to people who are not in relationships. I talk to men who are having trouble with their relationships. And, a lot of my family members, they have issues that I try to help them with, but I'm not like a licensed professional. I can just give them my opinions. That's about it.
Hey, but it's 100% necessary, and I'll tell you why. Because there's only so many things a licensed clinician can say, and only so many views type of words they can use. What's missing from the community, the lack of community, is people's perspective. So people do not have a real perspective anymore from a lived experience. So in many ways, your opinion and your perspective is more helpful and more necessary right now than the DSM-5. All right. So that's what I'll say about it.